This is episode 43, and we'll be looking at HashSets. So HashSets provide us with the functionality to be able to store elements within a set, but they have the added advantage of actually allowing us to use the set theory, as it were. So, as an instance, you cannot have duplicate values within a hash set. So, unlike the other data structures that we've looked at up until this point, you like the lists, array lists, hash maps, and linked lists, you'd realize that within a hash set you cannot have duplicate values. So let's actually get started and start by importing the HashSet class from within the util package of Java. So util, then HashSet, and the next thing that we need to do is we actually need to create a HashSet. So let's create a HashSet using this notation. So we have HashSet followed by the angled brackets, then the data type that is going to comprise of our elements within the set. Then we'd also need to have the identifier. So maybe let's call this one cars, and let's call the constructor so HashSet, just like that. So this will create a HashSet for us. Then in order to actually add items within the HashSet, we can make use of the add method. So let's say cars dot add. So the first element that we want to add, maybe let's put a Mazda vehicle within there. Then we can also do cars dot add. Let's put a Honda. Then we can also go cars dot add Toyota. Then cars dot add maybe let's say the Jeep. Then maybe let's add one more time cars dot add we can put a Kia. All right, so what we can do after inserting our values within the hash set, we can actually just sys out, and we can sys out cars right here. So if we go ahead and run this, you'd realize that we get our elements right displayed in that format right there. So let me actually just demonstrate that you cannot have duplicate values within a hash set. So let me actually deliberately copy the Toyota right here and actually paste it right here. So you'd expect that it's going to appear twice, but like I said earlier, you cannot have duplicate values within a set. So if we were to run this, you'd realize that we still get the exact same output as before, even after adding the Toyota element one more time within the hash set. So that's actually an added benefit of having using a hash set. Maybe you want to make sure that usernames are unique, right? So you can actually make use of a hash set to store those particular user names within an application. Then of course, maybe you might not want to display them in the form in the format that we just saw. So let's see how you can look through a hash set. So you can use the enhanced for loop. So string I, then we specify the data structure, which is cars. Then we simply want to sys out, and we want to output I. So if we go ahead and run this, you'd realize that we get our elements, but now it's a list that is each element within its own new line, just like that. So that's how you can iterate through a hash set. Then you can also check if a certain element is contained within a hash set. So let's actually first create an element, rather a string called my car. Then we'll set this one to a Nissan. Then what we can do is we simply want to sys out cars dot contains. So we make use of the contains method, which returns a boolean true or false. So true is going to be returned if the element that you pass as an argument is contained within the hash set. Otherwise, it's actually going to be a false. So if we go ahead and run this, you'd realize that we get false, because we do not have a value of Nissan within the HashSet there. So yeah, I think that's just about it for this episode. I'll see you in the next one.